Hello, and welcome to the Avoiding Bias in Writing and Research Library Research Workshop. In this video, we will be further discussing how to write without bias, specifically what language to use to avoid bias. So writing without bias involves writing inclusively. One thing we can do is to use third-person point of view, and avoid using statements like I, you, or we. This helps to remove influence from our own personal thoughts in our writing. Next, we also need to make sure to steer clear of generalizations. Generalizations means using all or never statements. Using generalizations quickly leads to stereotyping, and therefore we need to avoid statements like these in order to have bias-free writing. We also need to be specific when talking about people. This goes hand in hand with avoiding generalizations. Being as specific as possible prevents us from stereotyping and helps us to avoid bias. For example, if you're trying to make the point that Korean women receive beauty treatments more often, you would not want to say that Asian women receive beauty treatments more often, because this would be using a generalization and would be putting Korean women in the same category as all Asian women. Therefore, with a statement like this, we should be specific and state that Korean women receive beauty treatments more often. We also need to be writing with respect. To do so, we must use sensitive language. Keep in mind that you don't always know who may be reading your work, and you don't know how people will perceive your writing. The people reading your work may have different backgrounds or experiences, and that could potentially cause them to view some things as offensive, even if you didn't mean them to be. Additionally, you would want to use people first person language. People first person language uses nouns to describe a person, not adjectives. For example, instead of referring to a group of people as the depressed group of people, you would want to refer to them as the group of people with depression. This may seem like a small difference, but this first phrase associates the group of people with their condition, whereas the second phrase separates the condition from the people. Finally, we need to be educated on up-to-date and politically correct terms. The things that are considered to be politically correct are constantly changing, and you never want to unintentionally offend someone simply due to not being educated. Luckily, if we are unsure about something, it is very easy to look up and get a definitive answer. Along those lines, we should also be using gender-neutral phrases and avoiding gender assumptions in our writing. Thank you for listening.